When you forgive a man like 15 times,
but we are many.
We are not many. The population is even.
I always have
pray.
a Libya.
I always pray. Mimi sitaki kukua na hiyo roho.
I could set you free.
Hello, how are you today? We hope you are well. We are fantastic back here. Are you, Sharon?
I'm good. How are you?
Wow. Even you. We are okay generally. So my name is Nachi.
I'm Sharon.
And yet another episode. And today it's a funny, interesting, it has all the vibes. And I actually want us to go into the details about this story. So the story is this guy, he's a South African singer by the name Xhosa. I don't know how they pronounce. We don't know how that name is pronounced. You're guessing it's pronounced like how?
Osa.
Okay, me, I'm imagining it's Xhosa, something of the sort. So this singer, songwriter by the name Xhosa comes out in public thanking the girlfriend for forgiving him for the 15th time. Probably kuna zenye hazija kauntiwa, but zenye ziko counted.
Zenye amejulikana ni
15th time. So he thanks the girlfriend for accepting his apology for the 15th time for cheating.
And the message is, I'm not going to stop cheating, but I love you. Even if I cheat on you, doesn't mean that I don't love you any less. Something of this sort.
I'm looking at them like that message.
I know.
Now tell us. Will you stay with a cheating man?
No.
Why?
I'm not going to.
So you think this lady is stupid for forgiving them?
No, I'm not going to judge her. That's her. Me, I'm just a selfish lover. And to me, respect translates to faithfulness, loyalty. So if you don't
give that, it's a no.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just wondering, because, well, back in the days, our grandmas, I think this whole thing of sticking to one partner came with Wazungu, didn't it? Like back in the day with our grandparents, they used to marry more than one wife.
And husbands?
You cannot have more than one husband.
There are people that have polyandry.
So that is recently. Recently, women and women empowerment and all these beliefs. Women are like, whatever a man can do, a woman can do. So if a man is allowed to marry more than one wife, then me as a woman can marry more than one wife. But that husband. Husband, sorry. But that is recent. Let's talk of Kitambo. In the old days, people used to accept marrying more than one wife. It was not a problem.
Yeah, that was not a problem. But now there's cheating and marrying.
Oh, there's cheating and marrying.
Yes. Like I think in Islam they're allowing until 4. And I don't think they're allowed to do intimate marriage stuff.
Who?
Before marriage.
Oh, before marriage. Yeah. You have to marry someone.
You spot someone, pay their dowry.
Then now marry them.
Then marry them. So that's different.
Yeah, by the way, cheating is different from marrying.
Yeah. So if you know that you are not going to stick with one, let your partner know. If she's okay with that, she stays. If she doesn't, she walks.
You know how crazy love can be.
Crazy or toxic?
I don't know if it's toxic or crazy, whatever name it's given, it's something that you really cannot describe. You could have a partner who like in the case of Anne whatever with Tubaba.
Idibia.
Idibia.
I always have Idibia. I always pray. Mimi sitaki kukua na hiyo roho. I don't want to. Hey, that's a lot. Yani this okay. Sasa tumeenda kwa Idibia but imeniguza kidogo. Yani the 5th child ndo wako. The 5th child of your husband is
your firstborn.
And all these other 4 have come during your marriage. Na uko sawa. Ay, no. That thing has triggered me. Hiyo imeni trigger.
But then, why do you think a woman would? Is it because of love that a woman would stay, like, just in marriage, married to this person who is cheating and giving other women pregnancies? And fact that he even has 4 kids outside, before now the 5th one ends. This man must have slept with more than these 4 women, and he must. And if he's giving kids, then probably he's not using protection with all other women.
And after season 1 of Young Famous was released last year, there was another child that came.
Yeah, I saw that. So why do you think such things happen? Is it because of love or desperation, or why? Or good? Those things.
Okay. Anyway, from a psychological point of view, yes. I think this man, let's use Two-Face, and this South African singer, Xhosa. I think they first of all make their partners lose their self-esteem.
You think it's losing self? Because me, I feel like someone like Anne. Let's just work with Anne and discuss a person. I feel like someone like Anne is not someone who doesn't have self-esteem. I feel she's empowered. She knows herself. She is that strong woman. You can't say her self-esteem is lost.
But those are two different things. Yes, she's famous. She's a very good. She's an actress.
Yes,
right?
She's an actress.
She's but we don't know her personal, a real self.
Yeah.
Like
but we saw her. We saw her on Young, Rich and Famous.
Yeah.
She had her voice. She wasn't really
but
swayed
now,
around.
Her weakness was her husband.
Her weakness is her husband.
Yes.
But now her personality is not a weak. She's not a weak character.
But now the self-esteem thing, see it in you can show. She's an actress, she can hide. So deep down herself anajua, hey, this is the guy.
But she doesn't look unhappy. She looks happy actually.
She's happy because she has, sasa inakuwa.
Do you think she's happy because she has
that
to be
obsessive character? She's happy. Remember when the husband came to South Africa and she was a completely different person.
She was so excited.
When that DJ Naked was saying, I know a freshly sexed female. You saw those are two different people. When her husband is there, she's just
glowing.
Crazy. So she's obsessed. And we saw when the husband and Zari were having she was supporting the husband. She was blaming Zari. That is the character traits we see with obsessive people. Yeah.
So she's basically obsessed.
Yeah.
The same way this lady.
Forgiving 15 times. Hata rubber band ukifanya hivi 15 times ina lose hiyo nini. Elasticity. Kwani where is a
But don't you think
it's
true love? It's you just love this person to the end of whatever.
Hapo ana compromise. No, that too much.
Compromising.
Too much of it. That's too much. Let me tell you, when you forgive a man 15 times, najua hata the 16th time you still forgive. You've already shown them hakuna kitu utafanya yenye nitakuacha. Yeah.
Okay. So your take is this lady shouldn't have forgiven this guy that much.
That's hiyo ni too much.
Juu unajiletea uko likely kuita ugonjwa hapo.
Yeah. Cheating inaleta vitu mingi more than another child. Happy.
Where you give birth to deformed kids.
And blind, yeah. And many other things.
So what's your advice to women who accept cheating? Do you know there are women who they know this guy is toxic.
Mm-hmm.
They have cried 100 times over this same man. But every other time this man comes smiling and saying, I love you, I'm sorry, they go back crying and, seeking comfort in their chest.
The Bible says, if your right hand leads you to sin, you cut it off.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So these women should cut them off.
And the first time it happens to you, it's not your fault. But the second time, 15th time it's happening, it's you.
Because you allowed it to happen.
You're enabling
But you are basically in love. Yeah. I'm in love, Chiomi.
No. You're in love, but are you happy?
These women are happy. These women are happy.
Deep down, are you happy? Like,
I think they are. You know, the fact that for someone to forgive you that many times, I think these women, let me tell you, I've seen instances where a lady has a husband who is a cheating husband, who is unsupportive in all ways, who is just, mwanaume suruale. I've seen ladies who have wanaume suruale. But when this mwanaume suruale is around you, you are the happiest. And they do not help you financially. They contribute to your emotional sorrows and crying and tears. You are unwell. Sometimes that you end up losing weight because of them, the thoughts and everything. But the moment they sit beside you or smile at you, you are the happiest human ever. Like, everyone can see how full of light you become.
That
the same
comes
instance
back to the obsession.
The same instance with Adubia.
Yeah.
The same way.
Yeah.
You see how her husband, the husband is causing her so much pain and everything. And she was even actually talking about it just before the husband came in. And when the husband came in, she was the brightest woman in that whole group. How does this happen?
I have no idea, but remember, before the YFA ended season 1, they had a wedding where he was like, "I'm sorry,
it's not going to happen again."
No, did you say? I just said, "I'm grateful you've been with me all this time."
Yeah.
So meaning, I'm not sorry. I'm not complaining.
I'm not gonna change.
Yeah, and immediately after the wedding of renewing vows and promising all that, another baby. It's not going to change.
So what advice, Sharon, do you have for women who end up forgiving these men who cheat on them countless times? What do you want to tell them?
You're enabling it.
Yeah. So what should they do?
Stop hating yourself, because now you're hating yourself. You need to love yourself.
But maybe people want to go back to those days where they had co-wives. They had, maybe we should allow it. Maybe we should stop all this notion of, westernization and that men should have one wife. Maybe we should allow our men to have more than a wife.
We've seen men with 4 wives, but they have concubines and side chicks out there.
But like people like Solomon were really blessed regardless of how many wives they had.
800.
Yeah. So what if we should just let these men be? We are actually, population of women is a lot. Like, we are more than the men.
If we let them be, then some of us will decide to be single.
But we are many.
We are not many. The population is even. Hakuna mtu ashaikosa mtu. Yeah.
But hawakosi watu juu huyo kona 15 people. You see? Utakosa aje mtu and this one supplies the 15 others.
But I think hata iko hivyo because women are enabling it. Au sasa ndo they are just forgiving.
Okay, my 2 piece is people it comes down to what you feel as a person. Be true to yourself. If you really can take all that burden and weight and be willing to go through it, like Anne Idibia is, then kudos. But if you cannot, but me especially, I will talk about it in terms of finances. Sometimes, this man who has 15 other women, he's spending a lot. That money, what is his source of income? If you're committing to a lifelong relationship with this person, are you thinking about your family? Where will your kids be tomorrow? In the event that this person has all these women and he has to supply and satisfy all these women, especially financially, where will your family stand at the end of the day? So think about the future. Think about things like diseases. This person, and diseases nowadays are cruel. Like you like just Juicy. Me, I didn't know about herpes until recently, and getting to know that it can even cause deformity of kids. It was really shocking. And it does, you cannot recover from herpes.
You just manage it.
Yeah, and it's painful like hell, they say. So just think about all these instances. Think about the finances. Think about the future of your family. Think about your overall health. Think about this, how this guy is sleeping around with other women without protection.
And even your mental health, how is it making you feel?
So basically, think about yourself in all other ways. And most importantly, love yourself. It comes down to loving yourself, because it's only by loving yourself that you can allow someone else to love you the way you love yourself. Love yourself, value yourself, and all the best. We really cannot, at this point, no one can dictate what is right or what is wrong. But as long as you are at peace and your heart is settled in whatever you do, and after considering so many options, all the best. From the Nasha Trend team, we wish you all the best. Bye. Give us your comments and your views of what you think about this whole thing. I know we've engaged in a discussion. Today I just wanted to hear what Sharon had to say. And she had so much to say.
Yeah.
And thank you for staying with us this far. And until next time, bye.